Why, hello, my Gucciest gang. I greet you.
Gang,
I
gang,
agree.
gang, gang.
Gucci gang.
True.
So everyone's really high energy today, and we're ready to.
Let me tell you a story before... Son of a bitch, my camera's not working. Why did my camera reset? Hang on.
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
Hey,
You're
there's
doing.
twice as many of me.
Gibby, you
No, there's 3 of
disconnected.
me.
You
I'm here.
motherfucker!
Remember when you
What?
disconnected and I reset my cameras? And then you
Yeah,
disconnected?
you remember when you knowingly caused your power to shut off, Gibby?
You son
Yeah.
of
I
a
remember.
bitch.
How dare you?
Intentionally sabotaging streams.
Guys, let me tell you a story. John has been fighting some sort of disease for the past week. No big deal. I'm a fighter. I'm gonna die fighting. Either a bear, my brother, family, myself, who knows. I'm gonna go down fighting. But this time, I had spaghetti. I had some antacids with my spaghetti because I can't eat spaghetti without antacids anymore because I'm old. I ate so many antacids that I gave myself nausea, which I've never truly experienced before until today, or at least never registered. Or so what the online doctor consultation has told me. They gave me 3 options of like what's going wrong right now, and it's either I'm too fat, which is, you know, true and based. 2, I poison myself with knockoff Tums. Or 3, I'm not allowed to eat spaghetti anymore.
Oh,
Guys,
no.
I don't think that
It's
third one's
cancer.
happening.
that's not gonna happen.
So really, there's one option here.
True. Thank
Poison
you,
yourself with
lol,
Tums.
Quran. Mom's spaghetti. Oh no. Wow, for 2 months. Jesus. It's been a while.
Wow.
So that's what's
You
been
missed
going
the
on with
first time,
me.
huh?
I've been up for quite some time. Long before Nick underscore stream. Which happened yesterday. And I'm hanging on by a thread here. So if you fuck with me, I promise you that thread is going to quickly be severed. Okay? So,
Wait, Sever's part of this? I thought he was a different campaign.
he is. So
You remember what
be
our
nice to
characters
me.
are.
I beg of you, be nice to me. Oh,
Well, I don't know about that one, Chief.
wow.
I'll be respectful. I don't know about
Thanks.
nice.
I don't know what respect looks like. I've never seen it before from you. So other than that whole bullshit, how's everyone's week or weeks been?
Yesterday was my birthday. Shout out me.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Belated
birthday!
Oh shit. I remember, didn't we interview like last year and you told me that it was your fucking birthday?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're getting really close to 1 year of
Yeah,
the campaign.
we are.
Birthday
This is like
dad.
when this was the time of year we were doing the original interviews.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah. And we're like 3 days out from when we truly went live. Oh man. Hog. What about you, Eric? How's your 2 weeks been?
They've been good. I started another certification. Gibby, mother,
Hey,
bitch-ass
let's
motherfucker.
go!
The power
This
outage.
fucking guy.
Hey, I'll
Yeah,
drink
man.
to that.
Hey, how's it going?
Are you just
So
a
it's
phone
really-
boy now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that tracks.
So I'm the DM now.
Yeah. Take it away.
So
Shit, I'm
today,
Nav.
Oh, never
Um,
mind.
So continue.
To be honest, but you can't see anything because all of my power's out. Again.
Shit.
This time for realsies.
Oh
What
no.
kind of
Reels this
horror
time.
movie bullshit is this?
I don't know, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you loud and clear.
Cool. This is gonna be Beef Swellington the entire time. Then you won't be able to see me flexing, but I'll be doing it in the dark.
We're gonna cut to you and like your lights suddenly come on and you don't have a shirt on, you're just fucking flexing.
He's been drawing abs
Covered
the whole
with oil
time.
for
Yeah.
no reason.
True, I'm just squatting in the dark just to super get into the roleplay, my lights come on, you just see me completely half naked.
True.
Do flexing in the dark, caught like a raccoon, and you just shine a light on.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
You know,
Things
Very
you do.
Lieutenant Armstrong of you.
I understand that
Orion,
reference.
how have you been?
Pretty well. Kind of doing my best day to day.
Okay. That's good. Eric, we interrupted you from doing the recap. Why don't you go ahead and start doing the recap?
The recap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where were we? What's been going on?
Oh, that recap. You have me being confused here.
That's what I do. I confuse my players with
I started
Foreign
working
English.
on a new certification,
Hey.
and I thought this was really fucking hilarious. This is the certification book, right? Okay. It's
Sure.
not that big at all, right? It's actually
No.
really fucking tiny.
No.
Here is the study guide that I
Sheesh.
got along with it. And for true size comparison, you can vaguely see the colors.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
This
that's
motherfucker's
double.
Oh,
like
geez.
3 times as big.
True.
I'm like, what the fuck
There's
is this?
one size 12 font and one size 16 font.
True. I love my 12
I think
point font.
I think that's law of reading between the
yeah.
lines.
And John, yet again, I have whored myself out and
Oh yeah.
tried to get more people to
Woo!
watch your stream. So
Really?
Let's go.
Yeah, I always do.
horse!
Yeah,
Where are they?
I have two. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oof.
He's still at work right now, so
Damn.
I don't think
Well.
he's watching the stream. But he said he'd hop
It's
in
okay.
when he got off.
It's premium content right now. Just tell him to
True.
watch the VOD.
Just watch the VOD, buddy. Whoever you are, the stranger on the internet who lives inside my mind, I love you. I want you. And I also want Eric to start doing the actual recap of what happened yesterday or last week.
Well, we haven't talked to Gibby here.
Yeah, we did. He's
His
been
power's
living
up.
in the dark
Yeah.
I'm right here.
for a week.
Flexing.
Yeah, my power's been out for a full week, and that's how I started playing.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Eric, do the recap.
Let's see. We got back to Tulsa with the Ulathan instrument. Well, instrument and scroll. The instrument was already there, but we got back with the scroll that had like the sheet music. Yugu started learning how to play it. He did some other shit in that interim while Meager and Runt decided to dip the fuck out.
Yeah, they fucked off.
I know we got like 2 different quest lines, but the only one I really paid attention to was the one that involved me with the flower crown.
Okay.
Um,
You're flower pilled too. Flower power. That's what we're doing. You don't want to go on a cool, like, deny the enemy magical items quest?
I mean, I'd be down for that one too, but flower power has more relevance to me right now, so I'm like,
No, that's fair.
if everybody else wants to do that one, I'll be okay with that one.
Well,
You know,
no
I
one
will
wants
not
to do
complain.
that one. Nobody wants to do that quest. That's why
Yeah,
I'm gonna
even though
shove
that
it on the
would be
raid
the-
team. Alrighty. Yeah.
And then we met Beef Swellington and Mirth.
For like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then that sounds about right. I was only half paying attention to the VOD because I was also reading while I was doing it, but that's what I got.
Oh, that's okay. You hit all the high points, which is pretty pathetic now that I'm thinking about what you just said. Let's play some uplifting music as John feels worse and worse physically. We're going to go back in time, just a little bit, to the start of... What are we in? August? Yes, Fall of Drifting, I believe it's called. Yes, fall's drifting. I remember my fantasy months. Just wanted to confirm.
Are we really in August? I thought
We're-
we were like just in July or something.
No, we just got out of July.
When the
Nav!
period of
July, August. Okay, yeah, that would
We
track.
have 15 days unaccounted for you. So, in those 15 days, when you hit level 8, I need you to tell me how you hit level 8, as well as any other things you want to do.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks and I have no goddamn fucking clue.
Oh, shit.
The only thing like prevalent is I want to go to the Well of Fortunes or whatever the fuck we're calling it.
Oh. Did Gibby's
I'm
DM again.
power just come back on?
Question
Oh,
mark?
he's PC connected. I think is what happened.
Oh.
So yes.
I
I
am
am-
now...
Well,
I am
Guess what
Beef Swellington. Meh. Meh.
This time
Continue,
Discord,
Nav.
Discord literally crashed on my phone.
sick.
So that's
Man.
gonna happen time every few like probably 20 minutes or so. Discord's just gonna crash on my phone, I guess, and I'll have to rejoin. So get ready for that.
Oh, you're on your computer now, right?
No, my power's still
You
out.
still on your phone?
I'll drink to
Yep,
that.
I'm still on my phone. The power is out, boys. It is
Jesus.
out.
How much battery do you even have left?
I've been charging it all day, so it's at like 90%.
That's
Okay.
fine. He'll take us with him to his car so he can charge it in his car.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You
That'd
think
be
he
sick.
owns
And
a car
if
in
we
New
hear some
York?
flushing, then we'll just ignore it.
In his car?
Yeah, I'll just make food with my mic on. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Make
No,
some mac
I,
and
I
cheese.
meant the restroom, but sure.
ambient noise, all that fun stuff.
We just start hearing him scream. Ah! Nav, I'm sorry for that big ass segue and massive distraction. What were you saying?
I said the only thing I really prevalent had was to go visit. What did I call it? The Well of Future or whatever bullshit. The
warehouse of knowledge.
yeah, there we
You
go.
want to go
I
to
like
the
that one.
warehouse of knowledge unprompted
Yes.
and oh shit, I think you're the first player who's actually done this unironically. How fucking sick. Okay. Yeah, you will go to the Well of Knowledge. You'll probably have to, like, ask around of, like, hey, where exactly is it? And then, like, word will get out that you're searching for it, and eventually the Ozark Simulacrum, who guards its secrets with magic missile spells, will approach you. Mr. Nav.
Just so I have my timelines clear. Is he aware about the class action lawsuit against him right now? At this point in time?
No.
Okay.
You just got back. We're saying this is gonna be like the fucking 3rd of August or something.
Are you the reason?
Nav.
Oh, he's the snitch.
An Ozark appears, finely dressed in black and silver robes. He looks upon your unblinking bug helmet. I hear you want to enter the Wheel of Time.
I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted, but sure.
Oh,
If that's what
I
we
meant
wanna
the
call it.
Well of Time.
Okay, I can work with that one.
Yes, let us play with gods and see what their secrets can show us.
Do I need anything for this, or what's the?
You need at
What's the
least
sin?
500 GP, or a gem worth as much, or a rare metal such as mithril or platinum or something.
I think I have that.
You also need to tell me what question you're going to ask, so that I know you're not trying to do a double crossy and nuke our city.
Normally I might say go fuck yourself, but given the givens, I think that's a fair enough question.
Wow.
Fair
You're the
enough,
first
Josh.
reasonable person who's interacted with this mechanic.
That seems unlikely, but okay.
It does seem that way.
Hold on. I have to go back to my room and get my piggy bank. It has all my actual money.
Oh, okay. You go to your piggy bank. You break it open like the degenerate you are.
Okay. Coming back with 500 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to ask it. So it's asking it, like, does it have to be in a specific format, or?
Yes. John will pull up his spells. God War spells. So, like most spells, spells require things, such as material components and a cost associated with it. Since this thing does not take spell slots, it will instead use gold. And since you are trying to look back into time, you need an object that is connected to the event in which you are trying to ascertain more information of. So if I wanted to, like, see where your pickaxe came from, I'd need a part of your pickaxe. And then, drop the money and be like, hey, yo, show me where this pickaxe was made, though. And then it would tell me to fuck off, because I'm a wizard.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope that answered your question.
I guess, like, I want to know about the first seal, I guess.
Oh.
And this, I mean, do I just, like, I'm using the armor, so, like, can I just stick my hand in the mirror?
I don't know. Normally it consumes whatever it is you try to look back in time on.
Oh, that's not good.
So maybe it'll take your finger? Which finger don't you like the most?
I don't need a pinky. Left pinky.
Left pinky. Okay. I mean, we could try. Worst things worst, you're down a pinky.
I don't need it.
Or you die. But, what's new there?
Eh.
You know what you signed up for.
I'm surprised I lived this long, honestly. Lead
All
the
right.
way,
Let's
Mr.
go.
Robed Wizard Man.
Come, we shall fly! And he says,
Oh god.
he does his stupid anti-gravity trick where you guys just sort of like, woo, woo, throughout the sky, falling down quite a bit as though you are playing Terraria with a gravitation potion. It is the most terrifying form of flight known to man, and Ozark's favorite form of travel. You will fly across the sky, people will point up at you, and be like, why is he 30 feet off the ground? He's gonna break his head on a lamppost. But ignoring those people, you will make it to the Wharf District itself. There, you will find a nondescript warehouse that seems to be slightly secured with some people guarding it. These guards, as they are known as, will see Ozark, be like, hey Ozark, how's it going? And Ozark will tell them to shut the fuck up, because they're not supposed to be talking while on duty. And he will enter this big double door warehouse, which somebody clearly lives in. There's just personal effects sort of scattered around in small things. It's kept mostly clean. But, like, there's a loft you can see, but just, like, what used to be, like, an office of, like, a manager is just now basically a, like, studio apartment with this big-ass bed. In the center of this warehouse, surrounded by, like, empty pallets and just empty storage space, there is a shrine that is sticking out of the ground, made out of a very nice looking stone material. It has this weird double V format. One has a ritual bowl sort of sitting in the middle, and then one has a book that sits at the top. Think of it like the capital letter Y with a V running down the middle, or cutting across the middle. It's kind of how the symbol looks. Ozark leads you in, explains to you how the ritual works. You put your money in the bowl, then you put the thing you want to scry upon on the book, and supposedly a vision will be shown to you.
All right, boys. Pinkies up.
Okay. I need to know the exact wording of your question.
Um.
Brain go burr.
Brr. So
2
many
weeks
options.
to think about this, by the way.
So it's just seeing into the past, right? That's all I know.
Something like that.
Hmm.
I can read you the
I'm
spell
gonna
if you want.
ask it to show me the capabilities of the first seal.
So, I'm gonna link the spell.
Okay.
So that way you know why I'm not going to give you what you seek. So, if you look at the middle part, the light, golden in nature, will begin to reveal a vision to the person who stares into it of an event that has occurred in the past that they are related to. So I'm gonna need a little bit more than just like, hey, show me the power of the first seal. I need, like, an event.
Like a specific.
Yeah.
A battle.
Okay.
The creation of.
Such as, like, when was the first seal's last battle with my armor? Or something.
Okay.
There's an example of, like, when was this sword shattered? After giving, like, a bit of the sword to the offering bowl. These are the kind of questions that we ask ourselves.
Yeah, I think I like your example. I guess show me. I don't want it to just repeat the same fucking scene that I've already seen and waste 500 gold.
Choose your words carefully. Does it need to be about the first seal?
No,
Maybe I
but
should
that's
ask
inventory
you,
in general.
what are you looking for here, Nav?
initially I wanted to I didn't realize the limitation of like a specific event.
Mhm.
I wanted to initially I kind of wanted to figure out if I could find something that might like point me in the direction location wise. But barring that, I just thought information gathering about like what he can do. Um, okay. What about um um we haven't received the brief about the available quests yet, have we? Since we like just came back.
No,
Okay.
but you know, if you want to fast forward to the time you do, fuck it.
Okay. I want to ask it if it can show how do I want to word this? Yeah, I guess just ask the bull if it can show me the last time the armor was in, what was it called? The Garden of Spring?
Your armor?
Yeah, I suppose so. Since that's the focal point.
What if it was never there, Nav?
Is this your way of telling me I shouldn't ask that?
Maybe. I'm
No,
being
I thought
kind
about it.
today.
I thought about asking you what would happen if it wasn't there, but qualifiers. Okay. Balls.
Indeed. Balls. This magical item slash spell on demand is a tricky one that is probably very useful for a thing you want confirmation of. But if
Yeah.
you're like shooting in the dark, I'd be wary not to waste your entire gold. Especially when there's an auction coming up. Ooh, money.
I love gold.
Gold!
I love
I turned my
PP into gold. What a banger.
Oh
Oh
shit!
my goodness.
Lights are
Oh,
on!
Let there be light.
Ah!
Lamp.
He's so
Orb.
far away.
And he's not even shirtless. SMH.
Unbelievable. Take it off.
Quick, take off shirt.
While we harass Gibby. He's like, wait a minute. Don't you worry. Now, there's got to be something you want to know.
There's plenty I want to know.
But we don't know enough about the knowing to know.
Exactly. That's
True.
why I'm kind of like, I think I just cancel this and figure out some background information.
Okay. Well, you have 2 weeks, and I am all for the slow burn. I don't even care if we go late tonight, boys.
Okay.
Because I'm probably not going to make it to work tomorrow.
Already delirious.
Just a little.
Yeah, I think I Um, I just tell Ozark, like, now that I know the limitations of the spell, I have to figure some shit out.
Ah, yes.
I'll find you again, or you'll find me again. I don't know how that works.
I'm sure we'll find each other in Orion's dreams.
Huh?
Nothing, he says, and then flutters away through the fourth wall. Okay.
Cut. Skip 7 days.
Hard cut. We skip 7 days. Nav, you have found out that your mission that Yugu has decided for you is to go find out something about a fucking flower mage? Question mark? And now you're taking 2 beef heads with you? You're down your
There's only room
spellcaster?
at this party for one enough beefhead.
That's
That's
true.
me.
Oh shit. We lost
Gibby
Gibby
leaves
again.
immediately as soon as I say that.
He
Damn.
says, I'm out.
Yeah, he's like, no, fuck you.
Okay, I can't drink every time Gibby leaves the call, so I'm gonna...
Yeah, it's not good for your health.
Oh,
It's not my fault.
Don't want to end up. Don't want to end up like John.
oh, true. Sick as a
Also,
dog.
I won't be able to go back to my phone because, like,
It died?
even though, well, no, I can hear you guys, but like it freezes and cuts out even when I minimize everyone's cameras. So
okay.
it's like I caught maybe a half of anything that was said totally.
Well, nothing was really
It
said.
culminated
so...
into nothing, so...
Okay, good. It legitimately might just be easier for me to watch the stream on my phone rather than be in Discord. That's how badly it was lagging.
Jeez.
Weird.
Yeah. But anyway,
Well,
let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Nav, you grouped together with your newfound team members after somehow hitting level 8. How'd you hit level 8 again?
Yeah.
Okay, you somehow hit level 8. We will definitely be returning to that. Because I'm not going to let that go. I never let anyone go. I'm in your walls. Okay.
Can smell you.
Yugu, you smell Nav coming up the corridor as you and Mirth and B. Swellington are preparing to set out. You haven't seen Nav in over half a month, more than 2 weeks. And here he comes, clattering around like a jackass.
Oh, look! Guys, yeah, this is my Metal Knight! Nav, where have you been? You've just disappeared.
As soon as Nav, like, steps in frame, so to speak, you just see him stop. And because of helmet, you can't actually see, but he's looking at the 2 new ones, and he's just like...
Oh,
Hello there.
And then as soon as that happens,
he...
he just starts shaking his head.
So good to finally meet
Yeah, nice to meet you.
our
As I-
new companion.
Put out my hand. That's way too close to you.
He's just looking between the 2 of you.
Please, let us shake hands to our new companionship.
Shakes hand. He's gonna immediately turn to Yugu, crouch down so he's closer to Yugu's height. He's gonna give him a big old hug.
Oh.
He's gonna be like, God, I knew I gave you shit when you first joined, but how do we just keep getting worse?
Oh,
You know, I was
you
wondering...
do know that you're broadcasting everyone. That's
Shh.
These guys are way different than the last 2. I think I'm normal now.
Or
fine, normal.
this just means we can never, ever, ever go incognito like we did in Destry. Which is probably for the best, because that didn't wind up well for us.
Yeah, But look at how big and bulbous their body parts are.
What does incognito mean? That's quite a big word, my friend.
It means to go undercover.
Oh, the only
Like
covers
stealth.
I go under is in my bed.
I'm pretty good at stealth. It's actually I'm very sneaky.
I've already
Just
broken the boat.
6-foot water hose.
I like the pause. The pause that
took me-
came after. Like we all let that one hang for like 3 seconds before Orion was like, I need to say something. I only covers that. Holy fuck.
Marinate for a second. Yeah.
Get ready for more, because it's gonna be a non-stop party of fun.
Well, I heard from you that we're searching for a crown of some kind. You might not have heard that as you were kind of delirious at that point, Beef.
I also don't know what that word means, but I know I was flexing, showing off my manliness to the entire room. He
So,
flexes.
do we go south? Or do we go...
No,
Where
no,
are we
no.
going?
We are supposed to see Lady Moru in Alcazan. We should probably book an airship there whenever everyone is ready to leave. We have nothing to do.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I need very
I
little.
mean,
Beast is ready to leave whenever.
excellent.
Okay.
Let's get this done then.
Yugu, on this day, you have learned Lumen's tiny hut, and on the following day, you will lead your team directly straight south to Alcazar, flying over the sea of trees, flying over the plains of Burlo. You will make it to this beautiful metropolis. Its massive gardens that stretch on for dozens of miles. John can take us to the Alcazar map. We haven't been here in a while. Why is there a boat here? What?
Boats and hose.
Boats and hose. You make it to Alcazar. Right? This looks like Alcazar, yeah. But I don't know. Oh, wow, it's been a long time since we've been here. That's Anchois and fucking Necri. Are we even on the right Alcazar map?
I mean, it says Alcazan in the bottom left.
Ah, here's where I want us to go, though. The actual city. Welcome to the city of Alcazan, not the regional map, which John accidentally clicked on. You guys will get off. Let's find out what time of day it is real fast. Okay,
Hey, we're
that's
getting off?
Is Roll20 like having issues loading for anybody?
The map
Oh,
took a
it-
hot minute to load for me.
A
Not
little
for
bit,
me.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, the image is loaded. It's just the actual quality is
Yeah.
like.
Sometimes
There
it
it
takes a
is.
second, yeah.
There it is.
No,
You
it's
know,
just low
big
quality in
maps.
general. You know.
Wow,
it's
fuck
been
you.
It's been a hot minute
Yeah,
since I've
This is
seen it.
2K. This is a 2K image. Unbelievable.
We don't mess with
you.
anything besides 4K.
That honestly just takes too long to upload.
It literally
Uh,
takes 10 minutes just to render a 4K thing. It's not worth it. I've tried.
Yeah.
I could make all my maps 4K if that's what you want.
Please
Orion.
don't.
Oh, don't. No, not really.
Okay, well then.
Get fucked.
I'm sorry,
nerd.
Daddy. It was a joke.
We
Please
don't
don't
we
push
don't
me.
joke
Bro.
here. Beef Swellington
Really?
is a real and serious character that is supposed to show the dramatic. No, okay. Welcome to the no fun zone. You guys get off of Alcazan, or the airship terminal that goes to Alcazan, finding it quite beautiful. When was the last time anyone was here?
I don't think any of us have ever been here.
Yeah, not of
Not
the Discovery
as
team.
this
The
character.
Discovery team has never been to Alcazan.
Well, then you definitely are going to get the whole liaison treatment then, and they're not going to let you just wander around as government officials. You will see quite a few, like, Tulsa military people in this airship terminal, as well as, like, Tulsa City employees you'd find at an airship terminal. You're looking around, you're like, well, huh, that's kind of weird. It's like I just stepped off a boat and got to Tulsa again. But when you look out the window, descending down this massive tower, you will see beautiful tiled roofs, which no longer have massive craters in them, or has been recently bombed. Last time anyone was here, Alcazam was kind of like a shithole. It was being, like, bombarded consistently by, like, airship raids. But now it's flourishing, even here in early fall. Very, very early fall / late summer. Yeah, you step on down. There is a man there waiting for you and says, "Oh, yes, Tyrant's Task Force. We heard about you from Lady Grasilia. She said you'd be coming."
Yeah, that's us. I've actually never have I ever been here. We are supposed to meet with Lady Moru, but
Yes.
could you point us around? You know, a little lost.
I'm here to take you to her directly, actually.
Ooh,
Indeed.
could we?
Beef.
That'd
Beef
be
walks
time
up to the
saver.
guy.
I'm sorry, all of you were speaking at the same time, except for that one, he says, pointing it out.
Beef is gonna walk up to the guy and just stick a hand right in his face. Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you
does
for
the
being
weird,
such a-
like, hand grip down and, like, shakes your hand in the most awkward way possible.
Thank you for being our guide in this beautiful city. How very gentlemanly of you.
He glances to Yuko. Anyway, if you'd follow me, please.
I'm glad that you're here. It's a much of time saved to have someone direct us personally.
Yes.
Thank you for your
Walk
work.
you past all the guards, too. He says, and he takes you down the airship, where there are quite a few guards here. Some Alcazenian guards, dressed up in flamboyant colors, beautiful textiles, all great, all luscious, all in that, like, weird, like, pre-Civil War era clothing, but much more colorful. So, like, oh, what's her?
Industrial kind of.
Not Victorian. Elizabeth. No, it was the Victorian age I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Victorians later.
Yeah. Yeah, you see all these, like, really nicely dressed people. No longer are they in rags, which none of you ever really cared for, and nor are they peasants living in a medieval society. These are free thinkers who have recently had a cultural / clothing shift. More in line with the weird Thorazorian clothing that some of you may or may not have seen. Or at least design-wise. You all head through the streets. It's a hustle and a bustle. People are flooding the streets. Selling goods, peddling wares from all over the continent, I suppose. There's quite a few maelstrom, not ships, but like groups and gangs sort of just like doing their own thing, trading, being weird. Yeah, what's up, Mirth?
Are they using toast bucks or are
Yeah.
they using gold?
They're using toast bucks.
Oh,
We have
okay.
money.
Yeah. Any like clothing department or like clothing racks on the side of like the business street that
Yeah.
sell XXXL?
No. You'll need... Mirth specifically will need a tailor.
Yeah.
To get, like, properly fitting clothing. Bugbears are all different sizes and proportions, and it's one of the intrinsically I don't want to say negative, but unique things about them.
Yeah.
Some of them have
The sleeves
7-foot
alone.
arm spans and are 10 feet tall. The others are like 7 feet tall and have like, kind of normal arms. Anyway, you, my double elbow jointed fuck, instead have to walk all the way to the Citadel, where the governor / vassal of Tolst resides. If you notice the big giant fuck huge structure, this is the Citadel.
No way.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy if you think about it.
The giant
There
castle
you will
with the moat.
find a mixed group of people. Not just Tulst or Alcazenian guards, but like literal tree dudes who are like posted up at the gate. Seeming to like all be like presenting and like, we're all here equally, totally. We aren't just we're not a complete doormat. And then like the dude from Tulst who's escorting you just like walks right by everyone. And says, come along now. Oh, hi, Millman.
Hello. I wave to the tree people.
Same.
Hello. Hello.
Nav is gently. Nav has decided that he is going to be Beef's keeper, more or less, and so he's just behind him, gently ushering him along.
Oh yeah, when they
Like,
when they
yes.
when we were walking through like the marketplace or whatever, he was stopping constantly to look at the different foods and things, and was like, maybe I should buy a stick of this, a sack of that for the road, of course. And now I'm assuming that was just like slightly pushing him along, being like, come on.
Yeah,
Let's
Beef
go."
Swellington just has like a burlap sack full of completely cooked meat pies. Just right. Each one like 4 million calories of just protein. Crust. Oh god.
He takes a bite.
Just instantly bloats and
You
explodes.
swallow it.
Oh, delicious.
You all walk into the dimly lit entranceway. It's quite tall, but it quickly narrows and shortens down until Mirth has to kind of like duck down. It gets a little bit more circular too, or like, no, yeah, like spherical entranceway, as if a ball could be rolled through this hall quite easily. You take a soft right around a bend, go through some double doors, keep going through hallways, and then at one point the escort will be like, oh shoot, I forgot your seaweed blindfolds.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Is
Are
that
any of you
something
charm
needed?
immune?
I find myself quite charming.
Sure, buddy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am.
Okay.
Does it have to be seaweed?
No. You can wear any blindfold, truly. The seaweed's just for
Well,
aesthetic.
I
And a
do
snack.
have this. I do have this sack full of delectable meats that I can just stick my head into and kill two
Understood.
birds with one delicious stone.
So Mirth is going to use his shirt. We're going to put Beef Swellington in a feed bag. He points to Yugu. Are you charm resistant in any way, shape, or form?
No. Please, I heard from Lady Grasilia. I
You
need
don't-
to wear these.
You don't have anything like counter charm or...
Yeah, but that
bard
works
shit?
6 seconds at a time. I don't want to sit here playing my instrument non-stop. I think it would get in the way.
Oh, okay. Understood. I don't know how bards work, he says. And brings you to a set of double doors where he, I suppose, just rips off, like, a sleeve of his and goes to, like, physically blind you, Yu-Yu.
Yeah, I told I have to. Go ahead,
Yeah.
buddy.
He winks at Nav and says, are you sure you're not charm immune? Or you are charm immune, excuse me?
I mean, you can try if you want.
he just laughs to himself later. And enters a set of double doors that lead to a stairwell, then a spiral stairwell, and then finally another set of double doors. So many fucking double doors in this stupid place, guys, and it seems to just get
So
more.
we
Yeah. It's
so
awful.
we put the blindfolds on before the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
I'm just-
Beef kind of puts his head into the sack, he's gonna like muffle over to Yugu. So I heard you play an instrument. I also play instrument.
That is very nice, Beef. Maybe we can talk about it later when I can understand you.
Okay, have you tried using meat pies? They're delicious.
We'll
Yeah,
get you
leave
get you
me
some more
one or
later.
two. Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah, let's keep going. A little bit hard to see, and with all these stairs.
We fast
I
forward
need
all
country.
the way down. One point, somebody trips. I guess it doesn't truly matter who.
Nav
but
is
it's
getting
definitely
flashback
Beef.
from all of the spiral staircases and double doors we've encountered before.
Yeah. You know how these things work. They go down, they go up in a circular
They never
pattern.
end well for us.
You make it to the final set, where you all will hear a voice calmly greeting you. Nav, you are charm immune. That is what your armor does, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, I need Mirth, Beef Swellington, and Yugu to make me wisdom saving throws at advantage.
Oh, I'm great at these.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I'm
Why do I
totally
not
good at
have
these.
advantage toggle?
you barely pass, Mirth.
Okay.
Yugu passes.
Sorry, I had to fix not having the toggle.
You're good.
Just roll it twice.
And
Go ahead.
you barely fail, Beef. Unfortunate. Beef, as soon as you hear this lovely voice call out to you, your immediate instinct is to take the bag off your head. As the lovely Lady Moru calls out, "Hello, task force members. Who has come to make my life hell today?" Nav, you, as you watch Beef Swellington begin to remove his, hood ornament and pouch of pies, will see questionable the Governor Moru, who is seemingly, wrapped in, 18 layers of curtains. There's a very small, not even cutout, but, veil that you cannot see her face, and she is just a blob of blankets that is standing in the middle of the floor. Her voice is muffled, but I'm not going to put my hand over my mouth to, meme on people.
Such a good meme, though.
Yeah, who would do that?
Beef, what do you do as you hear this lovely voice?
He's gonna slowly take off the sack, and then he's gonna look at her with a handful of the pie in his mouth, and as he stuffs it into one side, he goes, "Oh, my lady,
Oh shit! He's charmed! The guy escorting you immediately jumps on Beef Swellington's back and tries to put you into a neck hold.
I mean, he doesn't resist. He just kind of gutters out. Oh, she's almost as beautiful as my Swollerina. Ugh.
You're what?
Yeah, roll that by one more time.
My Swollerina, my love. The whole reason I'm here is to win her love and favor. My deepest, dearest Swollerina.
Be restrained! Nav, help me! This man says, trying to drag Beef to the ground, but I think his natural athleticism and girth will make it impossible for this man alone to restrain Beef Swellington.
He doesn't move. He's just standing there. He'll slowly sit on the floor, still trying to eat the pie. He's not doing anything. He's just trying to eat the pie and just staring at Moru, and that's it. So he'll basically
Beef's
play
a
along.
weird voyeur. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. He's a gentleman, even when
mind fucked into not being one.
Exactly.
Chemically castrated, some might say,
Some might
from
say.
steroids. You steroid abuse.
I mean, he's staring at her intently. Don't get me wrong, but like, he's also just as infatuated with the pie that is literally in his mouth.
Yeah, true.
He was charmed by the pies beforehand.
Oh, fair. This man will become your, like, feeder then, feeding you more and more pies if you do the
He
strategy.
just keeps shoving it in the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, ASMR stream win.
Uh, while
Anyway,
this is happening, Moru calls out to you all, not charmed, and says, "Oh, good. At least this one isn't like Leishtung. How can I help the Toll's task forces?"
Just some simple information.
Exactly. We actually. Go ahead.
I promise you, we will not intentionally make your life hell. That's not what we're here for this time.
Yes, that is always the promise.
Do you know about a Garden of Spring? Maybe it is supposed to be underground somewhere.
We will roll a history check. And that is a natural 20.
Ooh.
Yes, that used to be the name of our shelter below before a crow assassin invaded our country. We now call it our little refuge.
It is here in Alcazan.
Yes,
Is it
below
okay
the citadel.
if we go there?
It depends. It is a sacred site of my people that predates Alcazan. I do not let people into it willy-nilly, as it is one of the few things that remains autonomous outside of the grasp of mortal kings.
Is it because the flower mage is there?
Who?
He's not actually there. It's just like his clothes and stuff.
Oh,
What?
that's right.
What are you talking
Is
about?
there anybody in connection with the Garden of Spring that fuck it. We're not the political team. We're not here for political intrigue, right? We found this like magic item that was a flower crown that drove people insane when they put it on. I also have had visions related to my magic armor here that this silhouette who has some type of affinity for flowers keeps showing up in regards to um, Elven Tory history. When somebody tried to use magic on the flower crown to get information about it, it just gave a message directing us to this place called the Garden of Spring. Is there anybody through history? Specifically, he said his vestments and his staff would be down there. Also, I don't know if it's symbolic for you or anything. In some of our investigations about him, we found in a tomb that's been hidden for like the past 2,000 years a fresh, magically preserved lotus blossom, I believe is what it was.
A white lotus, I think, if that matters.
Yes, my niece / daughter thing has conveyed as such. One of you had the Dryad attached to the Tulsa task forces look at it, I believe.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Ah,
I really liked your daughter, by the way. I'm sorry she's stuck there.
she's made her choice. She's not the first runaway Dryad we've ever had. She won't be our last. Moru ponders for a moment, consults her orb, which none of you see because she's draped in so many curtains and blankets and quilts to fully obscure her body. I know not this mage you speak of, or a flower mound man. I don't even know what an Alventori is, to be honest with you. The garden, as it was once known, our private little sanctum now, is much bigger than we have ever cared to explore. It is a maze meant to confuse people who do not see in the ways that we do. It allows us to hide from threats that would kill us in a safe and beautiful location, so that one day we may regrow the world.
Is
I don't know if
there
that is what
no
you
way?
seek.
Well, we are just told to go there and find out what we can, I think. Is there no way for us to get your permission to, I hate to say it, but snoop around a little bit?
What can we do for you that could convince you of our...
Sincerity?
I don't
Yes, that's the
keep
word.
you to out of like a form of self-protection for me. There is a chance that once you go down there, you will never return. It is designed to be confusing to creatures such as yourself. And the plants there don't often care for humans that walk down and around into it. The places that we dwell there are safe. But if you plan to go deeper, well,
You do not need to worry about our lives. I'm sure you can see, other than myself. These
well,
other
you
three are
say
quite...
that, but what's
Yeah.
it gonna look like if a bunch of task force members directly connected to the tyrant goes missing down below in my basement?
Would you like us to relay everything you've told us to him? At least in regards to how dangerous this place is? You know, I mean, us going to dangerous places and dying is not
I'm sure your little
new.
spy that hides in the corner of your eye has already done so.
Probably, but I
If you
wanted
want, we can
to
write.
extend the offer myself.
We can write down that we're doing it willingly, and any interactions we do are on us and not you.
Oh, yeah. A disclaimer, a
Yeah.
waiver.
Beef promises not to become mincemeat.
I'm sure you would be tasty.
Good one.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
called fertilizer down there.
I spent the past 15 minutes thinking of that joke, and I'm
I
very proud of it.
I believe you did.
So, shall we return with a disclaimer that we are not liable, or you are not liable for what happens to us? A good couple signatures on it?
You can. But I will warn you once more that going down there blindly, well, you're all adults.
How could we go there non-blindly? Like, is there a way of gaining the protection to temporarily see through such visages and confusing parts?
Unless you can see as a plant does, I do not know how that would be possible.
Why can't we just have a really nice plant person guide us through it?
I will not risk my people on a suicide mission.
Okay.
I won't stop you from going there. But I also will not help you. I fulfill my duties only because I am forced to.
I will ask you this now. We have previously explored Ulathayan ruins and temples
She shakes
and
her
found
head. Wow.
many artifacts that they wanted. If we find something there, because I'm sure we are going, do you want us to bring it to you? So you could look at it at least before we bring it back to the tyrant?
No. I don't want to have anything to do with what you find down there. I don't care.
Guys, do you think that the reason why the Flower Crown makes people crazy is because it turns people to look and feel like flowers and other plant-like creatures that they're usually not
Are
able
you
to
saying
perceive?
that crown turns people into vegans?
Or carnivores, depending on the plant.
Hey, those are in Ugarest only, chap. You're not allowed to say it. You're breaking the trademark. We call them ice cream sandwiches here. It's vague enough to get away with a trademark.
Ice cream square boxes.
And it's the ice cream box.
Yeah, the rectangular prism.
Okay, well, I think we've bothered the good lady enough. Thank you for your time. We understand the position you find yourself in.
A prisoner in
regardless
my
of-
own home?
Yeah. Regardless of the fact that you had to help us per se, I thank you.
Wow.
And we won't bother you again in regards to this, and hopefully you never have to see us again.
You are very nice and very pretty, and I hope the next pie you eat is delicious.
This dude, by the way, just around your neck has been trying to choke you out.
Yeah.
4 minutes now. He's just unable to get around.
His neck muscles are literally like flexing to like give him more breathing room. Like literally resisting his hand as a natural force.
I don't know if Beef Swellington even has a neck. I think he's just pure head and shoulders.
He's a thumb. Just like
Yeah.
a thumb. Yeah.
He's got a 4 foot wide neck. What the fuck?
Where does his,
Those are
where does
just
his head end
shoulders.
and his shoulders begin?
Can't tell. Yeah. Maru stays pretty stationary, because gestures don't seem to work well beneath all the canvas. But if you're done here, no one's keeping you here.
Right.
So our plan is to get the flower crown. We have the flower
I
crown,
don't
right?
think we can. I'm pretty sure Ozark stole that from us.
I thought Irithil yoinked the flower crown from
Oh,
Ozark,
that's
and now
right.
that's how we learned about this in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's definitely no way that they're gonna give it to us for this quest.
I was about to say, I think it's too powerful for them to let us touch
Like,
it in any way.
Even an absolute, truly best possible scenario, we get like Irithil to come down with us because there's a chance that there might be more Ulathaean stuff that she might be interested in. But that's like, that I see that as like a far cry, very unlikely, absolute best scenario thing that we could get for help. But other than that, I don't.
I will say, I'm kind of tempted to put it on myself.
Yeah.
My whole thinking was like, as she was describing this place, I was like, okay, this seems like the perfect place to keep something away from people unless they have a specific thing, like a suit of armor that prevents me from being charmed, right?
Mhm.
So it kind of, it is a leap of logic, but not a super huge one, I don't think, to like that I might be immune to some of the more negative effects of the crown, or at least I might have a chance of beating it. But I don't know if I'm torn because like the logic is there, but I don't know if it's strong enough to actually justify attempting
Yeah.
it.
Also, it's not like an immediate you put the crown on and you're suddenly like dead with insanity. It like the longer you wear it, the more insane you become, and it's
Oh,
only after
really?
I think it's like I
Yeah,
think
it builds
starting at
up.
10 minutes is when the effects really start hitting you. So you can wear it for some amount of time, and then when it starts becoming too much, you can take it off, take like an hour or two with it not being on, and then it'll probably still like take time for the madness to fully wear off, but like you know what I mean. You
Yeah.
can do it in bits and pieces, and it's not like an insta kill,
Okay.
as far as we know. But
I don't like that look on John's
eyes.
face. I don't like that.
I'm just saying it's not like insta game over if it starts hitting you with effects.
I mean, we put it on just to trip a couple times. Like,
Yeah, and I
Man.
don't remember exactly if it was a minute or 10 minutes, but I know that it takes some amount of time before it really starts hurting you. So
So
What
my
is
the
attunement?
only oh
Okay.
some of
I'm
my
done.
only other thought was that like it could interact with the garden differently than it does
just
anywhere
having
else
it
too.
there might
Yeah.
be like useful.
That being said, even if that is the case, Tulsa isn't that far.
Not.
Do y'all feel it's worth it
oh yeah, for
just to
sure.
go back to just to try? And like if nothing happens, then we didn't really lose anything. But like
Yeah,
what,
no, that's
a
totally
day?
fine.
Because the other option is to go to the place of druids and all that, try to get a bane or boon or something from them, and then come back. But that's going to a place that no one wants or can go.
For something we don't even know they can do, too.
Exactly.
There was the one other dryad in Quelithor, I think, but I feel like it's kind of a long journey for nothing if we know
Yeah.
the temple we're looking for is here, right?
Exactly. The flower crown is the only way I think we could have a chance. But I don't know.
But also that also poses the question: what happens if the flower crown doesn't do anything? Are we still
We
gonna
sh-
try it? I mean, I think we have to, right?
Yeah, I feel like we
Yeah.
have to at least try it and see what happens, and then go from there. We could also ask Ozark, and maybe we could ask Arvo or his assistants for help through magical means. Like, hey, do you guys have any like spells or spell scrolls that might help us, like see through the eyes of plants or something like that, or something similar? Because
I
we
mean,
don't.
even something like boosting your wisdom.
Yeah.
Like as players mechanically, like we can assume there's going to be some type of wisdom saving throw, right? Like
I think
just
I
something
am
to
the
give us
best.
an edge if we need it.
I just feel like we never actually ask any of our helpful NPCs to do anything prior to a quest. We only
Helpful?
ever ask them for stuff after we complete a quest. And I feel like Arvo having done so much with this flower crown, can at least tell us, hey, if we're gonna use this, like, can you give us some helpful advice on that? And also, here's what we learned. How can you help us, if at all? Maybe with some spell scrolls or something like, I don't know, like, is there like a mind protection spell that can help you resist madness?
Yeah. Or like
Oh,
worst
that's
case
like
scenario,
Fortress.
Less.
Because that would be super useful.
worst case scenario, none of this really applies, and we just come back with Flower Crown and tried our luck. Because we know we're going to do anyways, because we're that
Yeah.
bunch.
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like we're coming at this with more of a plan than we normally come at things with, so
Yeah,
I'm kind of feeling
definitely.
good about this one.
Okay, in character, now
Genius.
it'll never happen.
True.
Alright, so we go back to Tolst to play with the Crown of Madness.
Cool.
Yeah, yeet.
You make it back to Tulsa by the end of his day, or before the end of the day, well before.
So is it only a few hour transit between the two?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
less. It's like
Very fast.
half a day or a third of a day, depending on how loaded a ship is. You can ferry yourselves back to Tolst, over the plains of Burlow, over the Sea of Trees, until you arrive in the afternoon/late afternoon. You know what?
Okay, before we actually go anywhere, I want to call like a quick team meeting, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, so we know the wizard has simulacrums everywhere. We know he's a piece of shit who might want to give us shit for being back already.
Mhm.
I'm worried. I'm worried that we're gonna, because as far as we're aware, he still doesn't know that the crown was stolen, and I'm worried about revealing that to him.
Then let us say we are going to Moolah to fight the mushrooms. Those are also plants. Yeah.
And we're just back for a pit stop.
I don't know. I'm not a good liar.
That's what I'm saying. Team meeting. Like let's get our situation straight here.
Well, we
Like,
realize we lack something, and that's a way to avoid mind-boggling effects, and maybe speak like trees and all that. And just maybe he just doesn't care.
And maybe he doesn't care, but I'd rather us have a plan in the event that he does care.
Beef agrees with Mirth and also thinks that lying is bad. So we should just be honest, and if he asks us what we're doing back, saying avoiding mind control from bad things, because that is technically the truth. And then we are not lying, and we also do not tell him the things he doesn't need to know, and things just work out.
Also, I heard that he can read minds.
He has to do a whole ritual thing. You'll
Hey,
know
Mirth.
when he's reading your mind.
Guess what I'm thinking of right now?
Meat
God,
pies.
fucking rut.
How did you guess that?
Consistency.
You must be a wizard.
No, I'm not an asshole.
Oh, that's true. You're a good
I
friend.
mean,
Okay, surprisingly, I do actually like what you said, though. We're just looking for a way to resist madness.
Yes.
Matt. I'm sorry. I've been quiet all this time.
Alright.
So,
Well-
you guys make it into Tulst. Head back to the Tyrant's Court? Question mark? And what is your
Yeah.
goal there?
Aren't we going to ask Arvo for help and assistance with?
I think Ozark
negating
is
Magnus?
probably first.
I thought we
right?
wanted to.
Why not
avoid
both?
Ozark.
You guys can split up. There's 4 of you.
That's true. I can go and ask Ozark. He doesn't know me very well.
Beef
Yeah, Sam.
Swellington and Mirth go to speak to Ozark, leaving Yugu and Nav to go speak to Arvo, the guy they actually care about and like and want the flower crown from.
Yeah.
So, who wants to go first?
I will
Let's
if you
give the new characters their time to shine with Ozark.
Okay, can you roll me a 1d20?
Okay.
Oh, let
What
Natural
flavor of Ozark
one.
did we run into?
Wait, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
It's Ozark
Oh
Prime.
no.
It's
Or
worse
Ozark
than
Subprime.
It is Omega Ozark. You,
Ultima Ozark.
Beef, Swellington, and Mirth head down below to where people say Ozark dwells when he is not being a giant asshole to everybody. Since most of the simulacrums are searching for Tristan Darter at this moment, as well as doing something with the tyrant, questionably, you look for whoever is still within the tyrant's court, who is, well, shares the name Ozark. Down below, you will head deeper and deeper until your hallways and the lights that are supposed to be infinite daylight stones hidden behind glass windows that make the illusion that you're outside fade away to be replaced with regular continual flame, and then finally nothing at all. Do you both have dark vision?
I'm a human,
I do.
but he does.
You hold your 10-foot long reach hand, man, and head into what you assume is where you will find a wizard. And Beef Swellington, what is your opinion of wizards? Aren't you from Maelstrom?
He is not from Maelstrom. He is from Normal City.
You're from Normal City. Did you get were you like a
So his whole
child
family...
wizard, or were you like a Disney employee?
No,
level?
so it was more of like his father was a wizard who just adopted a bunch of kids for who had baseline potential to do something. And so all of his siblings are adopted kids, and they're all of different, demi-human types and things like that. So he really looks up to his father, so he has a favorable opinion of wizards in general. So if he's like, but he doesn't think all wizards are super cool, and he doesn't think all wizards are super bad. He's definitely more, but also he's more of a optimistic person in general. So it's much more of a, it's more once bitten, twice shy. But if he hasn't been bitten yet, then he's gonna be friendly.
Okay.
So, wait, okay, so... if I thought Swellington was the orphan name you chose.
No,
Or
Beef.
all your orphans banded together to call yourself Swellington, but that is the adopted name.
No, Maximus Swellington is the father wizard who adopts all of the children.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You have lore you haven't shared with your DM?
I didn't have a chance to share it with you. It's all on my character. I mean, most of it's on my character sheet.
Oh fuck!
But
I feel when your players know your player's character better than the DM who's supposed to give a check mark. Hell yeah! I'm putting a lot of trust into you, Beef. Ugh.
I mean, it doesn't go much farther than just because his whole reason to coming to Tolst is he has a lover. He wants to win her father's basically approval to marry her, and that's why he came to Tolst. All of his other siblings are basically just people who actually want to go do stuff with their lives, and Beef is just obsessed with getting swole and stronger being a gentleman. So, other than the name other than the fact that his name is Maximus Swellington and he's a wizard who's also really buff, that's it. I mean, that's a lot.
Oh, the muscle wizard of
he's a
Neblators?
muscle wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like one of those guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he casts fists instead of
Yeah, which is why he has he's friendly with wizards, and also why he wants to be buff.
I understand. I understand completely. And Mirth, what is your take on Ozark? I don't know where Mirth is from or what he's even doing here.
Well, from originally the Forge of Alvin, then moved to Maelstrom, and then
Oh,
from
you're my
Maelstrom
Maelstrom guy.
went to Tulst. Since he was told about the war going on with Maelstrom and wanted to get out of there before things picked up, and if things picked up, went to Tulst and said went to fight gods. So, but
So you
he
try to
doesn't
like
like wizards.
dodge one draft and got sucked into another's.
Yes, basically.
Okay, just unlucky.
Wow.
Yeah, but having freedom in Tul's army is a little bit better than Maelstrom, in his opinion.
True.
Uh,
True.
Very true.
but it's a matter of he thinks that wizards are not very good at what they do because they didn't try their best in physical. So they think that magic is the only shortcut, and Marth thinks magic is just a shortcut for bodybuilding.
I see.
Oh
This
god,
is
that's how the two of you are friends, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
They met in a gym.
true.
We met in
During
one of those.
basic.
Yeah, basic training. We while everyone else was running away from Sergeant Slaughter, we were pumping iron, watching everyone else having to run away.
Damn.
I was running more cardio than
Yeah, well,
pumping, but sure.
we
Oh,
would
nice
jog
one.
together, pretending to be chased when really we're just doing leg day.
You two reminisce in the darkness of this hallway that Mirth has to lead you through. Until at last you get to a metal door that is held by chains. Rather than just like hinged and closed shut, it is physically held aloft. It is separate from the wall. Like you could stick your hand through like the space between door and wall. As you approach, it will slowly begin to like lower, sinking into the floor where you can find a groove that is, well, built to contain it. You will step inside seeking Ozark, and as you do so, as if on cue, little candle lights will begin to flicker and pop up, showing you an Ozark that is sitting on a chair, staring through what appears to be glowing white glasses in front of an array of musical instruments, each one like an antique.
Hello.
Ozark, the wizard.
There will be a pause, and eventually the elder, the ancient Ozark, will take off the glasses. You're used to seeing like middle-aged man Ozark or spider Ozark, which is just a monster. But this is like albino white gray hair man in the last couple years of his life level of age. This simulacrum was built to be old. And as he puts down the shaky glasses and puts them on the desk, or a little side table, really, that he just sits beside, he will look to you, squint, put back his glasses on, does a little double take, then puts them back down. Mirth, Beef Swellington. What do you want?
We were
We're
hoping
looking
to
for-
get your assistance. Oh, sorry, my
Yes.
friend. Please, you speak.
Some of our party members need to resist a magical madness. And wondering if there's a spell that to do exactly that we can get a scroll for, or a similar magic cast on us, so that when we go do our stuff, we don't have to worry about magical madness.
You'll need to find a caster who has Intellect Fortress. That is the spell which you seek.
You do not have that?
No. I'm immune to
Do
madness.
you have any recommendations of someone within Tulsa we can speak to about that?
I believe there used to be a horse named Paradigm who could cast. But
What a
I have been
strange
told
name.
recently he has lost himself due to a phase Gios and has forgotten how to cast most of his spells. So, maybe not him.
Oh. Alright. Anything else you had, Mirth? I think that was it.
No, that's it.
Would you like a pie?
No.
I have this freshly. Oh, alright. He starts eating one of the pies.
In your opinion, if a place was meant to be hard to go through and like maybe illusions and all that, what's the best way to fight against that?
Disbelieve everything you see.
Just believe it?
Disbelieve it.
Oh, disbelieve it. Assume everything's non-real.
Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to highly magical places, such as lairs and domains and sanctums of liches, your mind is our greatest ally and your worst enemy.
Ah,
Okay.
that's so simple. Why didn't I think of it?
So, Intellect Fortress, believe that everything's fake.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to fight ghosts?
We're gonna go fight plants. Maybe.
Yeah. I believe it's
Bring
a...
acid. Plants are
acid,
usually
okay.
vulnerable to that.
Very good to know. But
Yeah.
what if I were to barf on them, like stomach acid? Would that help?
Depends on how strong your stomach is. If you have ogre blood in you, then yes. But if you are an omnivore, like most humanoids are, then probably not.
Well, I don't eat very many greens. They don't really help with bodybuilding.
Actually, greens are very helpful for bodybuilding.
Ah.
Oh, but you're protein-based, so never mind.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on that keto diet.
That's not how...
If you are done, leave me.
Alright.
Okay, bye. Have a good day. Love you.
Did
As
you
you
say he
walk
loved you,
out of the
lover?
room, you hear the chains begin to clink, clink, rattle, and then the door elevates and closes.
Yeah, I did. Like, as like, you know, a friend or like one appreciates another coworker. I obviously only have two things in my life I truly love. Full arena and beef. Not me beef, but like edible beef.
Are
As
you
you
technically
guys,
edible?
guys, don't make this a bit. We get it. We understand your characterization of Beef Swellington. We get it. We're going to take a very short break, and then when we come back, we will speak with Arvo, potentially get a flower crown, and then decide our next course of action. So, we'll be right back, everybody. Wow. Hello, gamers. We're back with the Pog Among Us squad. Welcome. Now,
Mogus.
We were yelled at.
Yugu, you
Facts.
head to Arvo's little domain. You enter, you take the first door on your right, head into a nice little, well, just a series of brightly lit hallways. And as you do, you will see Irithyll, having a quiet conversation with a Ulathaean, who I think you recognize purely from the fact that he is her captain. So, like, she's the shipmaster of the Judgment of Longing, but he's the one who, like, actually orders people on it to do things, like the crew.
He's been part of the crew that saved our ass a number of times.
Yeah,
Every single time.
no one really interacts with him, because he actively avoids interacting with everyone else, because he doesn't care or like you. But you see that they're, like, arguing in a different language. They're, like, doing hand gestures at each other, which is somewhat aggressive, and, like, Irithyll's pointing. She has her barbed whip in her hand as well, and he's just, like, in a weird standoff with her.
Do we see Avo's apprentice or Avo about?
No, you're, like, in the hallway heading to the door.
I'll put
Nav,
Nav in front
Nav
of
is gonna
me.
Nav is gonna lean down and be like, "So, do we get involved in this, or?"
I really don't. She's scary. If you want to, you go ahead. But like, you see that fucking whip? What is that even?
Yeah, it's hot.
No. What?
The himbo himself.
We do need to ask her about the crown. She probably still
Oh.
has it.
We don't need to necessarily need to ask her, right?
Well,
And like, I mean, I don't know what this is about, but like, fuck him. I'm about her. I'm on her side.
okay. Well, how about we just, casually walk by, and if they go, "Hey, you fuckhead," then maybe we do something.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. But so like, do we walk through them?
Oh,
That
no,
seems
no,
awkward.
not in
but
between.
then-
Are you crazy?
So you two are, like, Scooby-Dooing around the corner, like, peeking out, like, do we go around? Do we just barge, pretend they're not there? In this time, the argument will more or less settle quite quickly. There's a lot of, like, weird ishvila and different, just a different language, which you guys don't normally hear. Until finally, like, the captain, helmet off, just, like, walks the other direction, and Irithyll, like, yells something at him once more, and he just, like, does the universal, like, it's not my problem,
Fuck off.
sign. Yeah, literally telling Irithyll to fuck off. And she just stands in the hallway for a second, lets out a sigh, and I suppose sees you two coming, or is beginning to head towards you both? What do you two do?
Go now. Go.
Yeah, as soon as the argument started to dissipate and the captain started to walk off, Nav would start to walk forward and just gesture Yugu behind him and just like super casual.
Oh yeah.
We totally
didn't
weren't
see
just
anything.
Give me a casual-
no, we
Sure, give me a roll to determine how casual you are. Give me a charisma check.
I think this is the first charisma check that Nav has made, and it is
Sure.
easily
Both
my
of
best
us?
one.
Oh my god, that's a saving throw. What
Oh
is it
shit, you're
normally?
right. You're right though.
12 plus...
Charisma check.
Okay.
Death.
Okay. Well, it's 16 or 17, doesn't truly matter. You walk by, Irithyll glances at you, kind of doesn't do a double take, but, like, after you both walk, like, 10 feet away from each other, like, going down the hallway, there's, like, a connection she makes, and she does, like, a double take, looks at you guys, or the back of you all, and then just keeps on walking. You played it off cool. Good job, Nav.
Yeah. I finally got to use my primary stat.
Yep. Not getting called out on or threatened with a whip. Congratulations.
Spooky, scary.
You make it to Arvo's door. This big ass vault door that's like heavily guarded. We don't normally talk about it, we normally hand wave it, but Arvo is technically a king, who is in another technical king's court. So his like bodyguards are like pretty fucking up there in terms of like threatening. These like great weapon wielders who casually wave you in. They do like a metal detector thing on Yugu and then just laugh at Nav, who is in cursed armor. But eventually, you are allowed to see the cripple himself, Arvo. Bound to
Hello.
his motorized chair, which someone has to push for him.
Alright, Arvo.
Hello.
So we found out some more shit. He's the one who gave this quest to us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify before I said anything. So we found out
Oh, no.
some more information.
You returned.
Do what?
The last time we spoke of this, you were absent for 15 days. How went your training in the hills?
Very enlightening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Learned a lot of new things. I learned how to fly.
What'd you do?
I see all these crazy fucking wizards flying around and honestly, this is it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not proud of this. Like, it's really pathetic. But I wanted to learn how to fly, so I kept throwing myself off of small cliffs until wherever I get my magic from just like took pity on me.
You intuitive casters are a weird bunch.
Reminds me of the time that I got our other intuitive caster to drown me.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Anyway,
What do you want? You fucking psychopath.
do you still have the crown of crazy?
Why?
All right, hear me out. Okay, like this might sound a little crazy. Okay. I think the armor might help me resist its weird effects, and so I want to try it on.
But you're already wearing a magical hat.
A magical armor. Armor's not really a hat.
He points at the magical hat. He points at your nameplate in the OBS call, which is signified by a helmet. Magical helmets don't stack, bro. They're considered wondrous items.
What if he wears it like around his wrist or neck or something?
It's a
Make
crown.
it a magical necklace?
It's called
No.
the flower crown.
That's happened before, and it was stupid.
Well, okay.
Well, shit.
I guess, yeah, he can't wear it. But apart from that, we did figure out where this temple is. It is nearby in Alcazan. We are thinking maybe the crown will just help in general. Yeah?
I doubt it will help without somebody wearing it, and if I'm the only one who can safely wear it. Well, obviously I can't safely wear it.
Nothing we are doing screams safely to me in the first place. So I'm fine if the beefy boy or the water snake try it on instead.
Water snake?
Have you not seen his arms? Like, what the fuck are those?
I thought he was like a monkey man.
I
Like
don't
a
know if
gorilla.
monkeys bend like that.
Maybe he's more than one monkey.
Well,
Oh,
it's just
He's
weird.
3 monkeys in a
big brain. I see Ozark has many wrinkles.
Um,
Arvo has many, many wrinkles. More wrinkles than Ozark, some might say. But you... That was like a triple joke, and no one gets it. It's like, he's old! He's fucking old! Okay. I'm not against giving you the crown, but I'd feel really stupid if it suddenly, like, vanished and then you died. Or you died and then it vanished.
do you know any other way we could protect our minds? Or see through magical illusions easier?
What do you mean? You fill him in
we
on,
were
like,
told.
what you were told.
Yeah. The dryad, the mazes, the
We're not
plants.
doing
that are
this
gonna
again.
Yeah.
Eat our brain.
When I was a much younger man, I had to fight / challenge an enchanter. A genuine enchanter. A wizard / spellcaster who only made reality what they wanted it to be. It was the most dangerous battle I've ever been in, and probably my last one that I was ever able to fulfill as a king. I did not defeat him by staring at his magic. I did the opposite. If you are going through a maze of illusions, refusing to acknowledge them is more or less the way you go about breaking them. You should speak with an illusionist or an enchanter if that is what you think you are going up against. The problem with illusionists is that they often have you under their spell before you know it, and enchanters, you do not see their magic coming. So, to prepare yourself, you would have to go in blind, quite literally miles away, to not be affected by any sort of, like, environmental bullshit.
So I
Oh
guess.
shit.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
if you
this is
realize
why
you
she
can't
did not
close
want
your
us
eyes.
to go.
Oof. Alternatively, you go ham, and then you know, YOLO. That's what the kids say nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Spoken very well.
Ride until you die.
Well, we tried. We tried to have a plan. So now I guess we do what we do best, which is stumble until we somehow work things out.
Hope one of us dies to get more XP.
Yeah, team discovery.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Arvo. Sorry for bothering you.
What made you believe that the crown would help?
It was powerful, mostly.
Yeah, it was powerful.
is
It's
connected?
what it was leading us there. If whatever this thing, dude, it is, left its
It makes sense.
yeah.
Magical
it's
items made by the same man are intrinsically connected to one another.
left in a maze of illusions. When I wear a suit that helps me resist them, I just thought I might be able to resist the negative side effects of the crown's magic, and it might help us, illuminate the path or
Perhaps.
something there.
It could very well be. If only we had a way of confirming things.
So about that, yeah, you mind if I get that crown real quick? Wait, no,
Oh no.
it'll consume it.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
What are you talking about, Nav? John plays coy.
Oh, Arvo, have you not heard? I don't know. It's probably Ozark, because of course it is, but there's some mirror ritual thing that you can pay gold and it will, like, reveal unto you a past event.
It's
Isn't
like a
that
legend
just-
lore that you
Isn't
get
that
to see.
just legend lore? What's the difference?
Apparently. I don't know. It's not my thing.
Oh,
It's an artifact and it hates wizards apparently. So, like, mood.
that's a odd thing.
Is it? I think it feels pretty natural.
While having a magical item discriminate is on its own pretty unnatural.
Ozark made a joke about, like, connecting to gods or something, so
Oh.
maybe it's that?
I see. Sounds
I don't know
like
I don't know if that makes more sense to you, but
Arvo goes quiet. Why would you need the crown for this thing?
well, supposedly you're supposed to have an object, like, attached or related to the event you want to see. But so far as I've been informed, it consumes the item that you use to make that connection.
If only we had a disposable version of this item made by the same creator.
Oh, the flower. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Cool. Well, I'm pretty sure I still have that, right?
I don't know.
I
What'd
don't
you do with
actually
it?
know. I mean, I would have had to have kept it because I just showed it to the botanist.
Oh, true. I mean, yeah, it's a magical flower that doesn't deteriorate nor needs to be watered or see sunlight to maintain itself. It's a permanent lotus flower. So yeah. I'm sure it's somewhere that you keep safe. Or have haphazardly thrown. Maybe it's like a desk ornament.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like desk or nightstand in my little dormitory.
Yeah, that way when you sit up all night waiting for the day to come, you can look at something pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is happening over there, Ryan? Did you just enter like a... What? I don't even know what sort
It's one of the background options.
Oh,
Synth wave.
that's a weird expressionist painting.
Wow.
Oh, it's a Discord
Meow,
thing.
meow.
Okay. Well, Arvo looks at you, asks if there's anything else he can help you with.
I don't think
Nothing
so.
else. I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Arvo.
No
As always,
problem.
you've been a great help.
Sorry to
Okay.
waste your time, I guess.
I have all the time in the world. You leave the old crippled man, bound to his wheelchair, skin falling off his muscles, with just how old this creature is. And I assume grew back up? Both of you
come
gaining
together
more
and
insight
go,
on. Yeah.
We did nothing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, we found out those intellect fortress is the spell that we're searching for.
We also
To
need
combat
lots of.
madness.
We also need acid.
Acid. That's a good
What?
one.
Apparently, plants are really, really vulnerable to acid.
Oh yeah, I can bottle some bottles of acid. I know about it because of my uh alchemist tools, so I'm the best person to buy them.
Wow,
Cool.
you're a man of many talents, my friend.
Yes, I also have herbalists to make potions, just in case.
No.
No, I don't.
That's not how that works.
You
Not
don't
in
get
this
to
game.
remake. You don't get to remake your previous character. I'm sorry.
Yugu, can you make acid? With
I
your
Oh, yeah. Well, I need to
Hello.
find some first. I probably touch it to figure
Oh,
out how
here
good
you
it
go.
is.
I'd take out some acid from my alchemist kit.
You just carry acid on you?
Permanently.
Yes, just in case.
You never know when you need some battery acid. Come on
One of the
now.
few things that
melt
I
the metal
carry with
core.
me.
Oh, yeah, let me take a look at this. Yeah, it looks good.
It's just
Oh,
bleach.
fuck, that hurts!
Why do you do that?
It's just
Drink some
regular
water.
fucking cleaner.
Clorox.
Yeah.
We just guys. What if instead of grenades, we use Tide Pods?
They'll
No,
think
they
they're
would have to
candy and eat
consume them.
You play chemical warfare with a fucking Fey garden? Hell yeah.
That
Just
sounds like
plant
a
them
fair
on the
response,
ground.
honestly.
But as Yugu's testing the acid, Beef will take something out of his backpack as he says, "So, I would like to play for you, my bard friend, a little song."
Oh,
And he
yeah.
takes out a set of bagpipes.
Oh, no.
And he's just going to play Amazing Grace on the bagpipes.
They are the world's tiniest bagpipes ever. Because as a big guy, the way you feel even bigger is you like live and work with smaller tools. So there's like a village in Norway where people just like live in really tiny houses to feel like giants. That is Beef Swellington's bagpipes.
So you're saying Beef Swellington is playing with the small tool?
Yeah, he has a
He's
small
got
tool.
big hands. He's got big hands.
He's
Okay.
undercompensating.
And it's cold out here too, right?
Yeah.
The middle of summer, it's cold,
Of
man.
course.
It is a great distraction for you, Yugu. This is not the kind of acid you'll need to do damage to magical plants. This must be some kind of, like, plot contrivance that I'm basically going to ignore. Because how dare you just have things without telling me. Fuck you.
Well, I have it on my character sheet. It's part of my.
alchemy tools, John. I want my oils of acid. My flasks. I
paid 50 gold
pieces. Ugh. Anyway. What's the plan, gang? What are you doing?
Buy some acid. Try to find somewhere to get the intellect fortress, if we can get it all. If that's even the service that we can potentially get.
Oh yeah, Beef will definitely be like, so there's definitely like like that Fortress of the Mind or whatever weird spell someone can put on you. Protects you from madness.
Don't worry about the
Yeah.
madness. We talked to Arvo. He said just close your eyes, run through the fake illusionary magic, no problem.
Oh, that's funny because Ozark said the exact same thing. He said
Yeah.
if you point at something and you say, "You're not real," it stops being real. And that's how illusions work.
No, just don't believe anything you see.
Right. So if
Is
you
what
point
he
at it
said.
and tell it that it's not real, it won't be real anymore.
It's like Pennywise the Clown, or
I don't
There's
know,
only
man.
one way to know. Yuku, you look at the walls around you. Is this all an illusion?
Is this just a simulation?
I've been dead the whole time. Oh no.
Make an
And they're still in
intelligence saving
Hephaestus's
throw.
tower.
Yuku, make an intelligence saving throw.
Take psychic damage if you fail.
Oh, you got a net 20!
I knew it would be a natural 22. Yugu, you look at your hands. The blood
Is it
underneath.
cake?
It drips out of your gloves. You stare at them for a very long time as you realize this has to be an illusion. And with that thought, slowly your red scales begin to shine through the blood that has been dripping and greasing your hands up this entire time.
Wow.
Deal.
Imagine the nine intelligence barbarian just telling you to pretend something isn't real and it actually works.
Get on my level of intelligence.
But it was so real. How could it be fake?
Okay.
Yeah, so where would we find this intellect fortress? Apparently a horse had it, but they're gone now.
Do bards get it?
Yeah, but I can't.
You just can't get it.
Unless
What
I
if there's
level
a
up.
bard in the
Ah.
bard in the city who has it? Smile.
It's a
I mean,
third
what if
level
there's-
spell.
Other wizards than Ozark.
True.
We're just going
We had
to
no one.
run around libraries, go to taverns, be like, hey, are you a
Libraries.
third circle caster?
I mean,
Does
This
Piddle's
place
wet
has to
spot
have-
it?
fuck no.
Well, he's around.
I
Does
mean, there has to be,
Dr.
like-
Mom have it?
Classrooms, right?
Uh,
Maybe we just go to a...
wait, yeah, are all the hunter initiates, are they like martial classes or any of them?
For the most
casters?
part, hunters are like 80% martial, and then the rest are kind of like spellcasters.
Yeah, but
Um,
doesn't, like, Ozark have apprentices or whatever that are here? I know
Yeah,
I've
but
interacted
they're all
with one or
doing their
two.
own separate shit, right?
Okay, so it's not a formalized, like, learning
Yeah.
process. They just...
They are his apprentices.
They basically work under him, and he helps them out sometimes
Yeah,
if
basically.
they need help with their research.
It's a very, very hands-off approach to teaching, especially
Okay.
when it comes to like independent wizards, because you don't want to give them too much information, because then they'll like work to betray
You don't spill your secrets, because then they betray you, and
Yeah, exactly.
they don't want to share their secrets, because...
You already
wizard
know
conflict.
all of them anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, backstory contrivances.
Mm. True. Okay.
Yeah, then I don't know. Libraries is always a good place.
Just run around libraries, taverns,
Magical
looking for
workshops.
bugs. Yeah.
Mhm.
Literally run up to anyone you see on the street and go, are you a third level caster? A third circle caster?
I don't know about that one, but like
I mean,
maybe anybody in a robe.
We could just post an ad, right? And be like, hey, are you a third circle caster and looking to make some quick money?
Do you
know
have
this
this spell?
Do you know this spell?
Well,
that
it's
can
not
cast
going to
on
be
other
quick,
people?
right? It's going to be 3D 2 days to make the scroll that they then have to succeed on. So,
And we'd have to pay them.
and then you'd have to pay them. Are you willing to wait like
A whole week.
And that
18
well,
fucking
yeah, and
days
even then that's
one
for
scroll?
a scroll
Hmm.
that only one of us can use, probably.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know how many people Intellect
I
Fortress
think
can
it
hit.
affects
It's
multiple
only
people.
one.
Really?
It's one
Mhm.
person. Yeah.
And well, even then, like Yugu would have to be the one who uses it,
And its concentration, too.
and its concentration, so then he can't
yeah.
do anything else. And we'll know we'll get into a fight, because carnivorous plants or whatever.
Look, the
Yeah.
only reason we needed it was for the crown, which we're not using, so.
Oh, true.
True.
Yeah,
So,
so let's just
we
Back
write,
out.
let's just not believe whatever we see then.
Yeah.
we write down our letters and then give it to her when we go back.
Well, before that,
The time to
I don't
go
know.
back,
Yugu,
Nav, to the
Yugu,
start.
should we do the flower thing now? I feel like we should, right?
Oh, yeah. Before we leave, that is important.
Guys, they're doing a flower thing. What could that possibly mean, Beef and Mirth?
What flower?
This means we have to find another fucking Ozark.
They're around.
Is there a
What
simulacrum near us?
What are we doing with flowers now? I mean, I like looking at flowers. Are we like going shopping for flowers, or?
No, Beef. So the flower crown we are talking about, there's also this permanent flower. It lasts forever. It is made by the same person. So we are going to do some legend loring on it.
You see him making. You see his brow visibly furrow as he's thinking.
I'll find a simulacrum.
Why don't we just ask the person who made it?
True!
Are you familiar with the concept of death?
I mean, sometimes poor piggies have to die to make bacon.
And all of the cows that you eat. You know,
Yes,
all
to
your
make
beef.
beef.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
me, but like the other beef.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that happens to people too.
Uh-huh.
So that's probably happened to this guy.
He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, just like how you kill a cow and then you grind up all of its meat and then you like cook
we
it.
don't need to go through the entire slaughtering an animal bit.
Well, I was talking about the dude being slaughtered and then cannibalized, but
yeah.
Just like how you had to bleed the animals, you had to hang them upside down.
Like, how do we know he's dead though?
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
We flash forward an hour or two back to the warehouse with the Ozark simulacrum in tow. Who's all going to this? I guess only one or two people truly need to go. But if you all want to just stick together, no big deal. We stick together. Splitting the party's dumb anyway.
I'll stick together.
We reset our entire session 2 hours ago in real life. You are back in front of this shrine. You have 500 gold pieces on you. A flower petal well, not petal, but a flower in your other hand. What do you do, Nav?
The thing is, I don't want to ask too much in front of Ozark.
But you would tell him the question you're going to give the shrine anyway, so.
Exactly, which means I have to find out about the crown indirectly. Honestly, the crown is kind of irrelevant now, I think.
Just show the last time someone went through the spring forest.
That's what I was thinking, but we don't actually know that this flower is part of the Garden of Spring.
Yeah.
We could just find out about the dude.
What do we know that
right?
this flower is connected to?
We know it's connected to the dude, because he's literally the one who made it.
Okay, so we have our subject, right?
So we're finding out about the dude.
Setting up the spring maze or whatever it's called.
Yeah, when was the last time your creator
was in the spring maze?
The Garden of Spring?
Or
the first time, maybe?
It might help finding more out about like where he. I don't think that wording would work.
I mean, we're looking for the
Going
item.
through it.
That's
we're
what that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like,
So can it be something like, "Can you show me the path to the relic?"
no,
or
it has
some-
to be event, a past event.
Okay.
So I was thinking like, can you show me
thing your creator
when the last time, like where your creator left
His
the items I'm looking for in the the Garden of Spring.
The issue I've had with that specific wording is, what if, because he may have created, like they may be his clothes, but he may not have created like the clothing. You know, you feel me?
Oh, I see.
or you
I
can
get that,
ask,
but actually in this questioning, we're not asking about the items themselves, just where they were left, which is connected to the dude.
True.
what's the wording that they use in the crown? Was it that starts with the R?
Regal.
The vestments?
Vestments, not RV. We can ask specifically the last time someone saw the vestments of the flower mage.
Well, it would have to be like him, because the flower that we're using is connected to him, so it would have to be the last time he saw his vestments. Which,
Yeah.
Not a bad
I mean,
one.
works well enough, right? If he left
Yeah.
them there, that would have been the last time he saw them.
What specifically was the thing that was told to us? Like I'm talking about the actual thing that John told us
the
to write
poem?
down. Yeah,
It
the
was like,
poem.
New dawn
that-
comes.
I
be
feel
a
like that's
herald.
really important to use.
Oh,
Here.
wow. Boy, someone
A
watched the VOD
herald,
recently.
like there must be a herald.
Something
Be
like
it
a champion or something
Yeah.
else.
Chosen or tasked was what struck to me, because that's what made me think it was connected to Nav.
Find the temple underground. There you'll find his vestments and staff. I think that's like the gist of it.
Yeah, couldn't you ask, like, can you show me where you last saw the vestments and staff? Do you think that'd
Or
be a
the
fair
mage.
question?
Flower mage.
I mean,
I'm a little hesitant about calling him the Flower Mage, because I don't know
Yeah.
how that will interact
That seems more like
with
a
the
cool
spell.
So
that's just
you
what we call
have
them.
this petal,
Yeah, that is what we call
right?
him.
Or this
Mhm.
flower. This is what is going to connect you to this guy. So let's say I'm trying to. Let's say I
are we
have
connect- are we-
Aragorn's sword, right? And I'm about to offer it to this thing. I wouldn't be asking, like, hey, where did Aragorn keep his secret methamphetamine stash in Gondor? I'd be asking, like, when was the last time you saw your creator? How did you get separated? When were you made?
Oh, so we're asking
so we're
about
like-
the item
okay.
being offered rather than the person.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
we're in the item's perspective about what it's connected to.
Mm-hmm.
Could we potentially ask then, like, when were you, the item, last in the spring garden? And then see what that gives us?
Potentially.
I'm okay with that. That's where my mind was going anyway.
Yeah, and
Yeah, 'cause
assuming
will
that's
determine the
his
answer.
place, quote unquote, we can assume that it was with the flower crown because there were similar
Well-
flowers.
Well,
Also, it'll show us kind of if we are in the Garden of Spring and see similar, like,
except
landmarks, we'll be close.
my only thing is this flower, like, isn't necessarily from the Garden of Spring.
Yeah, but if we tell us when was the last time you, the
It's-
item, were
it's-
in the flower spring, we're guaranteed to see when it was in the
Unless
spring.
it wasn't.
Right, but it's I would say it's a
worth
safe
the
bet.
shot.
It's a. I'm more willing to gamble on this flower having been in the spring at some point than say that it might not have been, as opposed to like other items not being in specific places. You know,
Okay.
because
Yeah,
a
This is why
flower
we're a
and an
discovery
underground
team and
thing.
nothing else.
That's fair
Yeah.
enough. That's fair enough.
All right.
So we're good with when were you last in the Garden of Spring? Team? We are good with that wording.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm good.
Alright, then I ask it that question, John.
I'm writing it down physically.
Okay.
But so I don't forget. When
Just
were
like famous
you, close brackets, the flower, last in the Garden of Spring?
Good answer. Good answer.
Top score.
Bad answer.
I
Bad
don't like
answer.
that. I don't like that smile. That's John's evil smile.
So did we waste 2 hours?
No.
And 500 gold.
We'll be right back.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
God.
Hello, my lucky gamers. You, Nav, watch as your eyes, your not robotic, but your magical sight flickers and then flares, flashes, and then begins to strobe in your view before finally going black. To everyone else, you watch as Nav offers a lotus flower to an offering bowl, and immediately, no hesitation at all, the book atop it flashes a brilliant golden light. You are all blinded briefly, having to shield your eyes, but for Nav, you see a vision.
Of John dabbing.
Of me getting dabbed on. Fuck you. Fuck you for Millman! Why? You don't even know why, Millman!
Yes.
Let's go. Dude.
Unbelievable.
All they need to do is see the dabs to join in. Dance for me, God.
How many are there? Are there 4?
4, yeah.
Hang on. I need to find the right music for this, and then I will. Unbelievable.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
We might be getting a 5th.
Let's go.
Alright, there's a 5th from Shadow.
Yes.
Shadow, you fuck. Oh.
And, hey, Shadow resubbed, too.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
6 now?
8 months.
Almost a baby.
Almost a
baby.
fucking baby.
Oh, baby.
You could be a daddy.
I'm already a daddy for most of you.
Hey.
1, 2, 3,
Not that
4,
way.
5, 6. Okay.
Nice
Okay.
energy. I like it.
Yeah.
High tempo dad.
I need to go take a shit now. That.
In obsession.
That just destroyed me.
Oh, guys, my stomach hurts so badly. I told you this earlier. That movement. I've been constipated for 3 days. I have not shit one. Okay.
Done with that.
Nav. Getting us back into character. You watch as your vision slowly returns, and you blink. And this time when you blink, your eyes actually close, which, after 5 months of them not doing that, it is very refreshing. You look around your surroundings, and you are in a field of endless beautiful flowers. Some of them are grouped up, many of them are spread out by their different breeds, or their types. You look to the horizon, where the sun is setting, and feels like has always been setting. You don't see the sun, you don't see a cloud. It's just this yellow, orange, golden sky above you of infinite twilight, the darkness drawing your attention as you look towards the ever-encroaching night. This is not the Garden of Spring, you instantly sense. This is someplace else entirely. And likely the only thing that connects this flower to the person that you are truly seeking. Now, if you look at your hands, your flesh and bone, your skin is much paler than the last time you saw it. You're from Big Stinky, this is nothing new, you always had a pale complexion, but it's like your blood has left your body, the armor having taken the role of your skin for so long.
But this
now.
is
you.
actually me.
Yeah, you're butt
Oh.
naked in the middle of a flowery field, looking around. Your hair droops past your face and you have to move it. You haven't had a haircut in months. What feels like a lifetime now. Your muscles bulge as you are physically still stronger than the last time you were. And you look around for any sight, but still you are drawn towards the darkness, where you see as your eyes begin to adjust, a hill. A hilltop where beautiful white, pink, and purple lotuses are growing. The same one that is in your hand, as if you never put it in the offering bowl. Nav, what do you do?
Hold on.
You hold on. Your hand tightly grips the flower.
Okay. So I wanna clarify something, if only for my notes. We've got the setting sun on one end of like the sky, right?
Yep.
And then towards the other is like the coming night.
Although
then-
you see no stars nor sun. That
It's
is
just
how
black.
the lighting
Okay.
is.
And the hill with the lotus flowers is towards the night.
Yes.
Okay. Then is there any figure, like the silhouette of the flower mage at the top of the hill, or is it just
Not that
hilltop?
you see.
Okay, well, I walk towards the hill with the lotuses.
You walk towards the hill, Nav. And while you do, memories continue to flood into your mind. How this always seems to happen to you. It's always you that ends up in situations like these. Transferring from one border to the other. When you were a younger man, it was leaving your home. Leaving Big Stinky, the technocratic society of the King's Yeomen, or whatever the anagram is. And then it was joining this Tulse task force, where you were going to ascend, passing the border between the soldier you were supposed to be to the man you are now. Then you found the armor, fought a duel with a friend, a companion, in a different realm of pitch black. And more situations keep coming up as you step closer and closer to this hill. You feel heavy as you begin to ascend, the lotus flowers moving aside slightly as you ascend. When you reach the top, you will notice some things, and we're going to start far to close. Beyond, there is a field of black lotuses that stretch on into the horizon of infinite black, of the void. This sends a cold chill down your spine as you just feel the lack of warmth radiating from this border region, which this hilltop connects to. Close to you, only a few feet away, there are stones. Small stones that are evenly cut, where different flowers are being grown. I believe 7 in total. No, many more. Starting from your left, there is a bunch, a group of red asters, these long drooping petals that seem to just grow around this stone that can't possibly be more than like 6 inches tall and wide in every cubic direction. Then there are pale daffodils moving clockwise. There are... oh, fuck. gladiuses. These great big orange flowers. Finally, there is a red rose. And beyond these four, there are two more of these stone markers leading closer and closer to the darkness. One has been cleared of all flowers and just has a singular black lotus on it. And the final one is where three similarly beautiful lilacs and lotuses and these purplish, rich and white flowers sit resting, surrounded by a field of these black, void-like representations of the end. As you look around. Yeah, what's up?
Can you repeat the description of the last marker?
Lilacs, lotuses, and irises. All of a similar royal purple. This is the one closest to where it becomes permanently night.
And they were surrounded by the black lotuses?
Yes. Then there was like a small barren patch next to a stone marker with but a singular black lotus. And the rest all had the others.
Right. Okay, continue.
Nav. As you look at this symbology, clear as day, I need you to make me a history check.
Not what I'm best at, but
Yeah.
that tracks.
That does track. This feels familiar. You think to yourself, you've seen this somewhere before. Maybe when you were a child. Maybe when you were, being told stories growing up. But you've heard this. You feel like you've seen this scene before. And as you begin to, look around for more information, you will blink as you seemingly just out of nowhere, a creature that has always been standing by the furthest out marker materializes. They wear a garb of white, pink, purple. They have a crown of, more like a wreath, really, of the same flower that you have in your palm. They hold a staff that winds until a final bulb of a lotus flower remains. You are staring at the Lotus Mage, the silhouette, the named or nameless figure that has been haunting your dreams for these past couple of weeks.
Can I ask, is the
No,
staff lotus also white?
you cannot ask. Get fucked loose. No, it is, yeah. Navi boy,
Yes.
what do you do? Thanks. Oh, here's a free dab for John. That Shadow, fuck you. Asshole, Jesus.
I mean, I don't think there's anything for me to do but start walking towards them.
You start walking towards him. And what is your intention? Are you, like, trying to chat him up?
I feel like chat him up, but not in like a stranger, not like how we'll talk to somebody to like get information out of them, like we did like the Queen or something. Like that's our only connection with that person. I feel like Nav is approaching this more as like he's greeting someone he knows. Like an old friend you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. Nav, when you try to walk past the barren patch of land, your eyes twist hard to the simple stone marker. There is a connection here that you cannot pass. Just 6 inches away might as well be a million miles, where the other stone marker and this figure stand. Or rest, I suppose. You look at the figure as it begins to turn towards you, noticing the crunch of dirt beneath your feet. Its eyes do not go to your face, but to your hand, where a creation of this creature lays upon. Eventually, its eyes, multicolored, still following that same white, pink, and purple pattern of white irises, and then glowing, arcane, pinkish, lightish purple, stare upon you. Give me an insight check, Nav. Okay, there you go. The mage, this flower mage, eyes you with a look of clear pity on his face. It's masked, of course, and he is of different lineage than the humanoids you know of now. But it is clear as day. That creature looks at you with the saddest expression that it could probably muster at this moment. Just towards your existence.
I think he just shrugs, like in response to the look, in like a "what can you do" type of way. Like,
That's it. That's all you do.
I still can't move. Like I'm compelled to keep looking at that spot if I
No.
keep trying to move.
You can look away, you just can't move beyond it. It's as if there's a barrier beyond, keeping you from moving forward.
I think I'll be like, so what can I do about this? Talking to the Lotus Mage and like tapping on the barrier's edge.
After a brief pause, maybe clearly this thing is like some ancient spirit, right? It's
Right.
not real.
Yeah. I'm in a vision, I know that.
Yeah. The translation takes a moment. His mouth moves. And after a second or two, the words will, like, be translated. Kind of like a badly synced translated movie. You wish to pass onward?
Is onward death?
No. It is worse. You think for a moment upon the kind of word, or the word usage. There's not much which is worse than death. Many people will argue that, being tortured for the rest of your life could be considered a terrible suffering and trauma as well. But there is like a heaviness from this spiritual creature that seems to implicate more than just mortal suffering and emotion. What have you done to deserve to cross this line where no other has ever tread before?
Honestly, probably not enough. Is it even possible for me to?
The creature, the look of pity that was on its face slightly lightens up. And it offers you a hand for the flower.
Nav will... I mean, I don't quite know how it's gonna work, but like, he's just gonna like reach his hand out. Not like... His hand will go over like where the threshold of the barrier is, or like will try to if his gesture completes, but he's not intending that. You know what I mean? His intention isn't to cross the barrier, it is to hand what he's asking for.
As you reach out, hitting this invisible field, the flower will begin to grow and glow, even separating from its stem, the central bulb that it's connected to. They begin to move past the barrier, turning into wisps of white light, followed by a pink and purple trail which connects and jumps to this creature. The light, each one for the same number of petals that were destroyed, I suppose. Circle around his arm, move to his staff, and then he points the staff into the darkness, where the light shoots off like a shooting star. It trails off seemingly forever, briefly illuminating an endless field of black, just darkness forever and ever and ever, until it finally goes out of view. Gone. The action only took around a couple of seconds, maybe 10. And when you stare back at this creature, his face is now much brighter, much happier. Eventually, this creature will turn back to you. And say something that you have heard before somewhere. It is cheesy, it is hopeful, it is optimistic. And John is going to try not to butcher it, because he really doesn't want to. We are like these petals. Your soul, your life, everything you do will one day go into the void. It is inescapable. However, someone that you will unknowingly affect will carry your legacy on and on and on, and he gestures towards the sun from which you have come. You need not cross this barrier now. But when your time has come to do so, be as they, and he points towards the infinite darkness, be as they have done. You look at the 6 stone cubes, I suppose, these markers, clearly representing something. Your life can be a pillar to so many, and you will never realize it. If you wish to truly join them, then you must start soon. And then he grabs his staff, points it towards you, and immediately you're just filled with warmth and heat. Not a searing, burning one, but a almost loving one, where there is no malice. It is like pure benevolence, which just radiates into your heart and your chest and lungs. And then, as your light begins to fade, or I guess turns brighter and brighter, away from the darkness, you have time to perhaps say one more thing.
Thank you.
You lose half of his face as the light encompasses your eyes, but you see a flash of a smile or a smirk before you blink. Again, you wake up. All of you watch as the golden light fades and is replaced with an even brighter white, pure energy that radiates out, and all of you are stunned as you hear a piece of metal slap onto the concrete floor of this warehouse. You all blink several times, including Ozark. Even he is not immune to this display of magical power. And when your vision clears, and as Nav begins to stand up, blinking for the first time in so long, you all will see Nav's face. The metal faceplate gone, the red eyes gone, having fallen and slid off the helmet that encompasses his chin up to his head and back to his scalp. But you see his face, his bleeding eyes that have been crying blood for who knows how long. It hurts to see right now, Nav. But you feel air on your face for the first time in months. To Beef and Mirth, this probably means next to nothing. But to Yugu, you've known this creature, I think, your entire time as he is now.
I saw him put the suit on,
Yeah.
actually. Are you okay, Nav?
He's fucking crying. He's bawling his eyes out. Seeing is not an issue right now. There's too much tears.
Nav begins to cry on probably hands and knees, seemingly freed of a curse that would have taken him to his grave. And I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. And next time, perhaps our goals may have just shifted a little bit. Or maybe our conviction is even more solidified. Thank you all for joining me. And as always, don't die. We'll see you tomorrow.